Welcome back to Pops and Pylons. Let's play some more Crusader Kings 3 with the Mahmud of Cannonbone. We're still going for Mother of Us All. We still have to convert all of Africa to our religion. We're currently in a tiny little war against the people of Mogadishu. Well, because they broke free from Ajuran, which made them an easy target, and we need the land to make them understand that they should be a different religion. Obviously mine. I did go in between episodes and asked a bunch of people to become Bori. I also asked a bunch of people for their money because we have the ability to turn hooks into money, and it turns out that having a large family is a interesting way to generate a whole lot of hooks, which in turn generate a whole lot of money. So that's kind of my new way of simply, well, being rich. I hope there's going to be a lot of people accepting here. I did overpay a bit once again because there's this weird thing. At least it's the way I work. Let's just quickly find somebody I can ask to convert. Just to be a vassal, I guess. What? Like you. I go to the demand conversion window. I check. Oh, it's only 12%. I click on the portrait and then send a gift to make them happier. But this down here is not actually the person I need to talk to. This is the person that will also convert. This is the person I need to convert. But somehow this person on the left is closer to where my eye is, and I keep clicking on that. So I often give, often. Has happened a couple of times that I gave money to the spouse rather than the guy I actually need to convert. And wasted money that way. Luckily, spouses are usually cheaper than the rulers they come with. So it's not the absolute end of the world, but still. 10 days, 13 days. I'm just gonna bring a little bit of support here, just in case. Can I disband you? No. Well, you're not in my territory. I don't need all these troops to deal with this. I'm just gonna crunch these guys and then leave a siege of Mogadishu and or capture whoever is in charge and be happy like that. You. I must have had her in my convert spree. Because I don't see why I would be swaying her if she's already converted. So we should find somebody else to sway. There's not a lot of people left that are my vassals and not Bori after my recent approach there. I believe this guy here is one that's rather hard to convince. Now he's pretty old. So maybe he should not be the focus. What about you? Yeah, you seem like you need swaying. So let's sway you instead. And the reason I don't want to focus... stacked and wiped. I don't want to focus on an old guy there is that he might die before we get any meaningful benefit out of the... Either before we even get the conversion going or before we get meaningful benefit out of it. And if that's the case, then we just wasted our time there. So let's not do that. Combatant captured. I don't think that's a... No. It's not a prisoner of war. Or is it a prisoner of war and not a hostage? Well, it's not the one that gives us bonus war score. So I guess it's not a hostage, probably. What's going on up here? I can ransom somebody. You would only be worth 25 ducats right now. Do I care about you? I do not care about you. But I can probably hand you in for a favor instead. On your spouse. And once we have that favor, we turn that into cold hard. Oh, well, we don't quite turn it into cold hard cash because apparently we're at war. But soon. Pin you. Oh, she died. That's unfortunate. The reason she was on my list was that she was in prison and I had a secret on her and her lover. And I wanted her to get out of prison so I can use that secret to get a bunch of money out of her. But she died, at least before I could act on that. Now, it probably means I still have that secret. Secret's known to me. No. Maybe if the lover is dead, then there's no more lover secret. It's quite possible. You, I still have a secret on. No, right? No, I already have the hook for this. Can I see this in this list somehow? I mean, the blackmail buttons are gray, so I assume that's true. Oh, you did what? My daughter murdered this person? Oh, right. That's the thing that happened during the hunting accident. That's not murder, it's manslaughter at best, right? Hunter's Lodge is constructed over here. We still have the cheaper construction going on. So I guess we upgrade one of these. They're pretty similar buildings. Go, do it. And come on, Sage, get it done. There you go. No prisoners, enforce, so be it, disband. Now, this, well, obviously puts us over domain limit right now. It would put us over the other limit, the vassal limit. But I'm thinking of just giving it to this guy as well. Yeah, why not? Here, you can have Mogadishu as well. Keep things, you know, close. And this way we don't need to worry. Kaya Magada lost the jour war for the county of Darcilla, but that's... Does this matter? No. Does not matter, it's in my realm. Now, I wouldn't mind forbidding internal wars, but we can't change our laws for a while, and I don't even know that I want to do this. It's another minus 20 direct vassal opinion. It's a lot of extra money, though. Now, how do these percentages work? Are they additive or also multiplicative? How much am I getting from my vassals right now? Realm vassals. See, I don't seem to be getting... Yeah, it's only a multiplicative modifier again, right? Yeah. It's pretty weak. I mean, everything else would have been very, very good. But still, man, these taxes don't seem particularly useful. It doesn't help that we're not the rightful liege of most of these people. Because we're not allowed to form more empires because of the inheritance rules that we have. And that we can't get rid of for a while. Thanks to our technology being slightly outdated. By slightly, I mean very. This era can be started. Does it say? I feel like it says somewhere. Early medieval starts at 1026. Well, we're actually not that far away, right? We've been in... I mean, we didn't quite get there in 1026, but we're not super far away. Okay. Vassal killed in siege. I mean, it happens. I have a lot of vassals. Stop pestering me. Let's go speed 4. Well, I think... Is Ajuran at war again, internally? Taking war against the tyranny. You are a Bori child. Bit scaly. Yeah, these Bori people, there are not tons of them. Well, actually they're decent amounts. Is that war any... Does that have any promise? Not really. I don't know if the ally is already in. Maybe not. We can't immediately declare on her again, right? We still have a truce? Yeah. So I can't really go and help. What about Are you the same Ajuran? Yes, you're part of the rebellion, right? I think so. Adal we didn't need to do, because you're a Bori ruler. How about vassalage? No. We decided this is not part of what we need to worry about. These we know are not issues. Yeah, I think it's just Ajuran now. It's just this area where we need to conquer. The Guineans have been very good at converting their stuff, so that's fine. Finally, our BDI holdouts here are getting, well, fewer at least. Don't like the things up here, but that's my own land. I need to convert it myself, and I'm working on it. It's just slow. And then it's gonna be this area. Yeah, it actually looks pretty promising. And it does mean we spend some time at peace, which will make my Bori vassals actually like me less. But that's fine, I think. My hook expired. I did go and turn a lot of hooks into money, so I'm surprised that we had a hook here that was not turned into money. That person on my list here who I have a hook on, I wanted that to be money. Please and thank you, and get off my list. Spirit Guardians, tons of things. Butter Nomads. You would get Constantine, you would like me, I'd get a strong hook on you, and Constantine would get an enthusiastic settlement. Control growth, which I don't need. Don't super care. This gives it a settlement, which again doesn't do much except for the levies. It does turn the culture into butter. And currently we are what in Constantine? I mean, it's possible that I converted it earlier. There it is, right here. Yeah, it's Hausa. Don't really want that to be butter. I can pay him to join my court. And I get a hook on him. He's pretty decent at martial, and he has not that great trade there. Certainly not gonna say preposterous. Yeah, I just buy him off, because I don't want the culture to change. Don't care about him, really. Could turn that hook into money straight away. Child of my dynasty. Good. Well. It's a second child to you, right? Yeah. With your 45 years, not bad. Not bad. I'm gonna put a pin into this child. Hail genius, not bad. Did I give you a hired husband? No, that's from the trade thing we did with our dynasty, the bloodline thing. With that hail child, yeah, I'm gonna put him on the list. I might still forget, but I'll try. Fodi. Try to remember to educate him, that is. You have been swayed. I'm gonna continue. Again, living healthy. Alright, I'm gonna live even longer. Poor daughter won't ever inherit. Do I care about any in this? Dark Vassal Opinion is okay for the conversion thing. Large levies don't really care. Tyranny don't really care. Sword subjects, no, no, maybe. I'm gonna go with likable here for now. And there goes my fervor. This event. Frigate hooks, barbaric but effective. No, I don't think I want to do the active tyranny here. It's only 5 opinion though, it's only very little tyranny. He will not like it. Which makes it harder to convert him. Nah, I'm gonna think more carefully about this. Lively livestock. Cattle herd, right. We can have a chance for better cattle herd. 20% development growth. I think that's worth it. Yeah, large cattle herd. Excellent. And we constructed hound pens. We did? Oh, that's probably the hunting thing, right? So Baja Majerda is done and Banzard is also done. All these places that I certainly know. So you're that one. You upgrade, you might as well upgrade your pastures as well. And then in Satfura, which is here. We don't have anything going on, but I think I still do want to keep upgrading stuff. Tunis still building a city, but not doing anything here, so I might as well upgrade you. Alright. What, my wife doesn't like me? Do not hold my wife close to my heart, and the more time I spend with her, the more I start to understand why that is. She gets on my nerves. Okay. Bad relationship. Don't know why we would have a bad relationship. That doesn't make any sense to me. Well-organized court. People love me. You were swayed. So you love me a lot right now. How about that conversion? Still not super into it, so I want to have one more round of sway. For sure. Still don't care about concubines. And I died. I should have called in those favors that I just had open. Oh well. We're gonna play as our daughter. A horse. We have way more stuff than we can use right now. Holy auto patronage lost. Where did that happen? I'm Bori, right? Yeah. And a seductress. We're gonna have a lot of stuff to figure out here. How do we begin? Let's find a good chancellor. Especially one we can make happy. But chancellor makes everybody happy. I was considering making her my chancellor. It's a difficult balance. She's obviously a lot worse than... Wait, she can be my steward. Let's check steward first. No, he probably wants to be my steward. Oh, I have a 27 steward. Potential. But I think right now we need to avoid rebellion. Might switch later. I'll go grab you as my steward. Have you not rebel, hopefully. And then you... You're just... I mean, you're a decent chancellor. It's not... Don't get me wrong. You would hate me a lot less. Let's make her my chancellor for now. Try to not get rebelled upon. Marshal. 20 with a powerful vassal. Once again, seems fine. Just get those powerful people on my side. And Spymaster, maybe not. I think here I'm gonna go with this lady. It's too risky to have a unhappy Spymaster here. I'm gonna have you do that. So, Spousey man, you're not very good, are you? I did use you for the children. But you're not actually very good for your stats, especially not in stewardship, and I would love more stewardship. So I'm wondering whether it's time to part with you. Yeah, we're not very good at stewardship on our own. We would need to get a full 5 or 6 out of our spouse. Wow. So even if we put you on stewardship, you would need to have 12. Better would be what we need, another 5, so 22 would be a nice number. I don't know how fertile I still am. I shouldn't be very fertile anymore. But I am a seductress, which does apparently help. Let's certainly consider that. Let's try to fix other things first. I will go on a pilgrimage, even though it's going to be freaking expensive, but we did inherit some money. We have no prestige. We probably have horrible lifestyle. I mean, it is known. We are a seductress. Now, is this going to do anything for me? I don't think so. Fertility, don't want it. Actively don't want it. Seduction scheme... I mean, obviously, it's all about seduction, right? I think I might take the stress hit to reset this. It only gives me intrigue perks, so it's not like I can spend that elsewhere. But what do we like? Truth is Relative was an okay trade, right? Swift Execution was not really that useful. Job Done Right is okay. Don't really care about these two. Or necessarily these. Although Kidnapping surely has some sort of advantage. Sure, you can do things there. Another hostile scheme is not horrifyingly horrible. And then even faster schemes and a lot of stabbiness. Or you go with the whole torture tree, which I'm still not a fan of. Just for the flavor. Dread gain. Like being stressed. Dread gain per tourney. Intimidate. Now, intimidation is certainly a viable way to keep control of your people. However, I doubt that we have any dread right now. We do not. Well, except for being arbitrary. Why does it say 0 when I have 15? Oh, it ticks up. I see. And because we were not a ruler before, it didn't count. I see. Okay. But even then, our dread is not super. So we would actually have to start torturing people and stuff to get anything out of the tree. I am tempted by moving over to Schema here. And get rid of all this useless, to me right now, seduction stuff. I think I'll do this. I do like that it reduces my fertility, which means it makes the marriage thing more doable, right? So take the stress. You need to select a focus in the lifestyle to unlock its perks. I do? Can I not spend my 10 intrigue perks without choosing a lifestyle here? That might have been a mistake then. Because I really don't wanna. I think we'll find out. What do we want? I don't think this time we need to go into Martial. Well, we don't have any prestige. So maybe do. But nah, Casa Belli, because we have to build up prestige first anyway. Natural Dread could help. Don't tell me I have to have a focus in there to spend the points. Still, not too happy with Martial. You know me, I do love learning. And especially the Scholar tree. My wards would be my younger child. Fascination progress helps, especially since we're not super learned. We're learned enough, but not super learned. I love the extra skills from Scholar. This is just a very good tree. Did like golden applications a lot as well, but we have money right now. A lot of tempting things here. I think I'll go with our favorite again. I do get to spend these, okay. So we wanted to go Schemer. We have 10 perks and this is 6, 9, yeah. Are the trees the same amount? It looks like they are. Truth is quite relative. Just gonna take all of these. Become a schemer. And then the question is, we don't want like weeds in the garden, certainly not. We don't want this, so we're gonna go with one of these. And I guess it's gonna be dreadful, right? Maybe dread's gonna help us a bit. I mean, dangerous faction is a thing that's just gonna happen. We certainly will host a feast to make everybody like me and to lose a bunch of stress. And then why does my Magadaja not like me? That's not good because it means we get a lot less money. So maybe swaying her is first on my list, or getting rid of the faction. I think the faction is most important. Now, how relevant are you? How much faction power do you bring? 9%, 5%. They're very close to the threshold here. I'm going to do one round of swaying on you, assuming that that gets you out of the thing. My son is pinned because we might have to educate. We're going to get a pop-up here for education, but I don't know that I see that. Domain limit though, what about, oh yeah, let's get divorced, right? Get divorced and find ourselves a nice stewardshipy spouse who will at least give us a little bit of our domain. Divorce, it costs me piety, which we don't swim in, but it's fine. He doesn't like me, but that's irrelevant, right? All family members of his, yeah. Now get me somebody, any fertility. I'm looking for somebody with high stewardship. One of this was from the spouse, so we're at 9 on our own. We want to go to 20 at least, so we need 22 stewardship on our spouse minimum, so that leaves exactly you. Ugdada. Now it's gonna hurt my prestige even more. But I think keeping part of my land is very important here. Do we have any other filters going on? I don't think we do. No. It's only 400 prestige. It'll be fine. And I'm gonna unpause and see what that does to my limit here. Accept my hand in marriage. Now please go and give me all the domain. Puts us to 9. So we have 2 players we need to get rid of. Can't give it to my son. I mean, I can, but that would be bad. Could give it to my daughter, which is not the hugest, greatest thing. It's also not bad. Oh, you found another one for that thing of yours. I don't like it. We should certainly try something on one of these people. Could I do anything with the hook? Can I make them not... Can I make them leave a faction with a hook or something? Grant independence, protect vassal... Well, I can abduct them now. Which is interesting. I assume somebody who's abducted cannot be part of the thing. What does this do? Apparently abducting rulers isn't trivial. And even though we have all those bonuses, okay. So abduction here is essentially impossible right now. That makes this so much worse. I don't know what I can do with a favor. Or a hook. Could fabricate one, probably. Well, you only hit me -5. I thought it was -50. So maybe you are who really should be swaying. Yes, move over to her. Yeah, we're wasting a tiny bit of sway, but only a tiny bit. You are the one who are a bit scary. But hey. It'll be fine. I do want to use my hook fabrication somehow, though. These people now really hate me. I am arbitrary, it is true. Okay, we could demand conversion again, that's interesting. Because we're not our father, I assume. I mean, I know we're not our father, I assume that that's why we can do it. Let's fabricate a hook on you. Unless we want to go and murder somebody. I'm not really feeling the murder right now. Let's fabricate a hook. Put a cut in here. Thank you folks so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, as always, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. If you have anything to say to me, then of course do it down there in that comment section. Yeah, thank you folks for watching and see you next time.